everyone, I'm wolfpupKG, and welcome to a special video about my graduation that just happened on May 20th of 2016. So this video might be a little bit longer than a lot of people are gonna watch. If you're not really interested, just kind of skip through it, whatever. But I'm gonna kind of go through everything. I've got a few speeches recorded on my phone that my family got. They're kind of far back, and they were next to some loud people, but the quality's alright. But I want to show you some stuff before I get into that. So here, first, is my graduation cap. As you can see, it's 16 because my, they graduated in 2016. It's actually my sister's. And then I brought my cords down from all the cords that I had. So I had a few stoles too. So first, the blue stole that you'll see in the pictures, that's from being in NHS, and the golden one is from graduating with A+, which is a it's a scholarship thing. It helps pay for your college and stuff. So and then the medallion is just, everybody got one of those. It was just kind of our school's thing. But anyway, so these are for being in Alpha Theta, which is math club, which I was the vice president of and secretary last year. This is for graduating with honors, which is, the honors classes, so honors English, which are little taking 4 math classes and being in honors English all 4 years, which is a little more rigorous than regular English. These two are for being in FFA, which you can see on this little thing, which I was the reporter last year, and I was the secretary this year of our chapter. And then this, the gold one, is for being in the top 10, which I was number 6. My freshman year, I was number 1, tied for number 1. My sophomore year, I dropped down to number 2, and then my junior year, I was number 4, and then my senior year, I dropped down to number 6. But that's all right. That's just because I took some more rigorous classes than some of the other people in the top 10. But that's okay. So coming up, you'll see some videos that I'm just going to kind of put together, and some pictures of, all my friends and some of my family, if I have any of those on my phone. And yeah, there you go. Enjoy!
Going up!
When thinking about what to say to you guys, I thought, I looked at the computer and I thought, look at the screen, I saw that cursor and that blinking line flashing. And then, that blinking line that sits there, and you got a lot to write, and you don't have anything to say. That's where I was. And then I thought, graduates, that's where you are. You are sitting there at the next chapter of your life, ready to start. And you sit there with a chance to start a new story. What is waiting at the front of your blinking line? Man, I'm not even very far. I don't know if you realize yet, this or not, but I believe most people miss this. They never catch on to it their entire lives. What you're put on this earth for something special. The question is, how are you going to get there? Let me tell you a little story about how I got somewhere one time. One July, my wife and I were driving home from Florida. As we were just leaving Nashville, we see this big church that had been destroyed by a tornado. We remembered in the news about a tornado that had been through Nashville several weeks before. And I made the comment, man, how did we not see that on the way down? We talked about the storm, the church, and moved on, continuing on 65 North, heading towards home. We were enjoying our ride together. When we drive in the summer, we usually talk about our future plans, about what we want to do with our lives. I'm thinking about who the Cardinals are playing tonight. She's wanting to know how many kids we're going to have, and so on. But we're really just enjoying driving, being together. We get another 30 minutes or so, and we get to a town called White House, Tennessee. And I said, White House? I've never noticed that town before. We continue to drive, talking, and then we get to this, I'm not kidding, we get to this gigantic dinosaur, gigantic T-Rex. Maybe you've seen it, not Google it, not right now. But it's called Dinosaur World in Cave City, Kentucky. And it's huge. I mean, it's like 80 foot tall, this big dinosaur. And I say, now how in the world? I have never seen that before. I must have missed that on the way down here. Now keep in mind, I've driven to and from Nashville at this point about 10, 15 times. And I've never seen an 80 foot tall giant T-Rex inside the road. We kept driving. Soon we came to Bowling Green, Kentucky. I spot the National Corvette Museum, and I'm not a car guy, but for some reason, when I saw that, extreme panic hits my face. And I realized, Brian, you took 65 north, which is fine from Florida to Nashville, but Nashville to home is Interstate 24. Guys, I drove past an 80-foot tall T-Rex, and I had no idea I was going the wrong way. I've never felt so stupid. We had to cut across 2 hours of gravel roads and nowhere, Kentucky, to get back on the interstate where we needed to be. And did I say there was a huge 80-foot dinosaur screaming at me, you're going the wrong way? Guys, it's easy to get distracted. It's easy to take a wrong turn in life. It's easy to make a bad choice that will get you off track in your life journey. But right now, you're at a fresh, clean start. Right now, you're at a blinking line. You're at your blinking line. What sits in front of you waiting to be brought into existence? What are you uniquely designed for? What do you need to focus on so that you don't get distracted, or so that you don't make a wrong turn, or go down the wrong road? I've known you guys for a while. I was assistant principal. As Dr. Carver said, you guys were in 5th grade. The 5th grade year is important for many reasons, but none stick out more than the day that changes most of you for the rest of your lives. The day you watch the 5th grade video. You know what I'm talking about. The moment all nurses look forward to. The moment you're introduced to how the body works. Maybe for you that day wasn't a big deal and you don't remember it because you already knew that stuff. Maybe you were absent that day, and that may explain why you still don't understand why you can't get that boy or girl to like you. Or maybe you're like the rest of your class that I noticed at lunch that day. You sat there refusing to talk to anybody, red-faced, after it. But that was when I first met you as little 5th graders. And then I had a lot of you in 7th grade science, of course, except for you, Bellevue kids. And you joined us later, and we are thrilled that you're here. Yes, we are. Bellevue kids, great kids, really are, especially this class. I don't know what this class would be without them. And my first day as high school principal was your first day in high school. And my last day as high school principal is your last day in high school as well. And here's what I know about you. You guys are a special group of kids. I want to end, see, I thought it would be short, by telling you a story. It never made it to my history class in school, and I don't think it made it to yours. It's the story of a guy named Eleazar. He was a member of the Jewish army, back, I think it was like in some battle back in 160 BC. And what they would do is he was going up against this Greek army, and they had these elephants, big elephants, and what they would do is they would armor these elephants, put armor on them. And then they would stack these towers, and the towers had archers, guys with bow and arrows at the top, and they would shoot down, and they'd surround these armored elephants with troops, like 1,000 troops. And the simple story of Eleazar is that he saw one of the towers during the war, and he thought the king was on top of the elephant. And so what did he do? He took off, fighting through 1,000 soldiers that surrounded the elephant, knowing he couldn't get, when he got to the elephant, knowing he couldn't get up to the king. He went under the elephant in his belly, or underneath, and stabbed the elephant. The elephant died and crashed on him, and he died. Weird story, right? Yeah, I thought so too. I mean, he went after it. He went under the elephant, killed it, just so it fell on him, and he died. I don't think he was stupid, though. I think he knew what he was doing. Here's the deal. I don't know if you know this, but you're going to encounter obstacles in your life. You are going to struggle to pay the bills. You're going to have people betray you. You're going to lose a friend or a loved one. You're going to maybe lose a job, or get cancer, or have a loved one get cancer. Life is going to be hard. You're going to face what might seem like 1,000 soldiers. And at some point, we're each going to die. So my question to you guys today is, why not go after the elephant? Why not go down fighting for something? Why not find something you love in life and go after it? Why not find something, or why not find something that ticks you off about the world and go fix it? Whatever, yes, I'm sorry. Whatever you pursue will be a challenge. So why not throw yourself into something that fills you with life while you're doing it? Class of 2016, you've accomplished something great today. You have. But my hope for you is not that this is the crowning achievement of your life. My hope for you is that you use your blinking mind to create something great, that you bring something unique into existence in this world. My hope for you is that you don't need a giant T-Rex to tell you you're off track. My hope for you is that you go after that elephant. May you not simply hope, however. Hoping is a terrible strategy. Hoping has no real action. Don't just hope you accomplish something great in your life, do it. Live your life using verbs. I hope I'm right with verbs. Those are the doing words, the action words, right? You learn that in English? Okay, good. Words like go, do, engage, give, fight for what is good, build, create, help, and love. And yes, be ready to leave this place. But be sure you remember where you came from. You will always have a place here. But for now, there are bigger things ahead for you. There are harder problems for you to solve. There are more difficult obstacles for you to face. So finally, in the words of my favorite poet, Ben Haggerty, you probably know him as Macklemore, don't try to change the world. Find something that you love. Do it every day. Do that for the rest of your life, and eventually the world will change. Thank you. Ushers, would you please position yourselves at the steps as we invite Mr. to the stage. Ethan is the valedictorian of the class of 2016, and he has some words to share with each of us tonight.
Thank you. I'd like to begin by recognizing our parents, the teachers, faculty, and administration that have pushed us all to be where we are today. We've come a long way because of them. For the past 13 years, we've come to school at 8 o'clock, or as close to 8 as we could manage, went to class, and left at 3. And whether it was nurturing encouragement from Miss Bayless or fear of Miss Spitzmiller, we all somehow passed math. Now, though, we're about to abandon everything familiar. For many of us, graduating means not only leaving high school, but also moving away to a new school, or onto a new job, or into the military, in a new town with new people. My job as valedictorian is to inspire you and reassure you about the things to come. Unfortunately, I have exactly the same amount of life experience as the rest of you. So, I started thinking about people with lots of life experience I could draw from. And one stood out from the rest, Forrest Gump. As a class, we're a lot like Forrest Gump. When we started as freshmen, we were just like Forrest after he got his leg braces. We walked awkwardly around the halls, worried how we would do in high school and what people would think of us. But around sophomore year, we started to pick up the pace and run from our insecurities. By junior year, the braces were breaking apart, with nuts and bolts flying every which way. And before we knew it, we both were on then, straight through senior year. Now, whether we'd like to admit it or not, we're just like our freshman selves again. We aren't sure what the future holds or how we're going to fit in. For this reason, I found some advice from Forrest for us to carry away as we leave high school, because we can learn more from Forrest than just life is like a box of chocolates. Of all his life events, Forrest's most vivid memories were those of Jenny. You know, it's funny what a young man recollects, because I don't remember being born, and I don't recall when I got to my first Christmas, and I don't know when I went on my first outdoor picnic. But I do remember the first time I heard the sweetest voice in the wide world. Years from now, you probably won't remember individual events. Instead, you'll remember individuals. You'll remember what they meant to you, what they said to you, and how they made you feel. Cherish these people in this last summer before everyone goes their separate ways. And after they've gone, treasure the times you had together. But don't be afraid to make new friends either. When Forrest got on the bus for his first day of school, no one would let him sit down. Do you remember what Jenny, the sweetest voice in the wide world, said to him? You can sit here if you want. When you leave AB, I encourage you to